What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, December 7th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Hopefully everyone had a fantastic weekend. Just hours after sharing a selfie of her bare belly, reality TV star Kim Kardashian West gave birth to her second child, a son. She captioned Friday's image, which she snapped while posing in front of a bathroom mirror, "Ready whenever you are, LOL." She offered an update on her website Saturday morning. She wrote, "To our fans, Kanye and I welcomed our baby boy." Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West welcomed the arrival of their son Saturday morning. Mother and son are doing well. No other details about the baby, including his name, were immediately released. Kardashian and her husband are also the parents of 2-year-old daughter, North. Director and producer Steven Spielberg has spoken out against replacing Harrison Ford in a potential future Indiana Jones sequel. Having worked with Ford on all 4 previous entities in the series, the acclaimed director told Screen Daily how he can't imagine anyone else under the iconic brown fedora. Spielberg said, "I don't think anyone could replace Harrison as Indy. I don't think that's ever going to happen," said, before mentioning how he doesn't want multiple actors to take on the role as seen in other franchises such as James Bond or Superman. He also added, "It's certainly not my intention to ever have another actor step into his shoes in the way there have been many actors that have played Spider-Man or Batman. There is only going to be one actor playing Indiana Jones, and that's Harrison Ford." Talks of a new Indiana Jones movie entered development, starting to gain traction in 2012 when Disney bought the rights to the character when they obtained Lucasfilm for $4 billion. Back in January, Jurassic World star Chris Pratt was rumored to be up for the role, but Spielberg seems intent on sticking with Ford and continuing the franchise. He says, "As long as there's more adventures out there, I've got a bullwhip, a fedora, a leather jacket, and a man on a horse who knows how to get the job done." Oscar-winning actor Morgan Freeman was unharmed when the private plane on which he was a passenger was forced to make an emergency landing at a Mississippi airport. People magazine said the incident happened Saturday when the aircraft blew a tire during takeoff. Freeman was on his way to Texas to tape a segment for the series The Story of God. The 78-year-old actor said in a statement to People, Sometimes things don't go as planned, and a tire blew on our takeoff, which caused other problems." He also added, "But thanks to my excellent pilot Jimmy Hobson, we landed safely without a scratch. I cannot say the same about my plane. I appreciate the concern and prayers for our safety." Freeman is known for his roles in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, The Shawshank Redemption, Unbroken, Deep Impact, $1 Million Baby, Bruce Almighty, The Dark Knight Rises, and The Lego Movie. He is also a popular voice actor. Charlie Sheen is ready to fight ex-fiancé Brett Rossi in court. The 50-year-old actor's lawyer Martin Singer said Sheen will vigorously defend himself against the lawsuit the 26-year-old porn star, a.k.a. Scottine Ross, filed this week. Singer said in a statement, "We are confident that Mr. Sheen will prevail in this action and will prevail on his claims for affirmative relief against her." Rossi is suing Sheen for assault and battery, emotional distress, false imprisonment, and negligence. She claims the actor agreed to pay her $1 million and a percentage of his anger management earnings, but renegated after revealing he is HIV positive. Rossi's attorney David Ring said in a statement, the lawsuit filed by Ms. Ross speaks for itself. Mr. Sheen made it clear on the Today Show that he had no intention of honoring the agreement reached, and sure enough, he didn't. Sheen announced his HIV status on the Today Show on November 17th, saying he was being extorted over the information. Rossi alleges the actor kept his diagnosis secret in the early stages of their relationship, later bullying her into getting an abortion, and had several violent outbursts when they were dating. Ring claimed in the suit she now realizes that Sheen likely had no intention of ever marrying her or staying with her. Instead, part of the entire ruse was to get her to fall in love with him and convince her that they would be together forever. Sheen and Rossi got engaged in February 2014 and called off their wedding. in October that year. The actor's ex-wives include Denise Richards and Brooke Mueller. His 5 children and his former partners, including Brie Olson, are all HIV-free. Maxim Chemerinsky got engaged to his fellow professional dancer Peta Mugrutroy this weekend. E! News said Mugrutroy accepted Chemerinsky's proposal Saturday night in Miami. They have been dating off and on since 2012. Chemerinsky declared during the third night of the performances of Sway, a dance trilogy, "I'm in love with you and I want to be in love with you for the rest of my life." She said yes. He later posted on Instagram along a photo of the happy moment. Mugrutroy and Chemerinsky have both competed on TV's Dancing with the Stars. Actor Ryan Gosling fought back giggles during an increasingly hilarious sketch on this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. In the skit, Gosling, Cicely Strong, and Kate McKinnon play small-town buds who saw a UFO in the woods and find themselves being interviewed by National Security Agency investigators played by Addie Bryan and Bobby Monahan after they survived the first verified alien abduction. Gosling and Strong kept describing the experience as beautiful and positive, while a chain-smoking McKinnon seemed shocked and recounted by being manhandled by great creatures with big eyes, then dumped without pants onto the roof of a Long John Silver's restaurant. She wanted to know, "What floor were you guys on?" Other McKinnon quips included, "I don't think I was dealing with the top brass. What? These fancy cats are seeing God? That felt super off the books, and it wasn't my worst Wednesday night." When he didn't have a line, Gosling visibly shook with silent laughter, hanging his head and covering his mouth with his hand to hide his smile. The regular SNL cast members also appeared to be struggling to keep straight faces at various points in the sketch, but none as consistently as Gosling, who was guest hosting the show. Ryan Coogler is in talk to helm the comic book adaptation Marvel's Black Panther starring Chadwick Boseman, Variety reported. Coogler, 29, is best known for directing the critical darlings Fruitvale Station and Creed. Joe Robert Cole is writing the screenplay for Black Panther, which is set for theatrical release on July 6, 2018. Directors Ava DuVernay and F. Gary Gray were previously attached to the helm of the film, but ultimately passed on the project. Tip T.I. Harris, Mekhi Phifer, James Purefoy, and Matthew Goody have joined the ensemble of the miniseries Roots, A&E announced. Other cast additions to the four-night, 8-hour miniseries includes Lane Garrison and Matsei Coroneldi and G. Hannionus. To be simulcast on History, A&E, and Lifetime, the program will star Forrest Whitaker, Anna Paquin, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, Anika Noe Rose, Lawrence Fishburne, Chad L. Coleman, Erica Taser, Derek Luke, Malachi Kirby, and Reg Jean Page. Roots is a historical portrait of American slavery recounting the journey of one family and their will to survive, enduring, and ultimately carrying on their legacy despite enormous hardship and inhumanity, the news release said. Spanning multiple generations, the lineage begins with young Kunta Kinte, who was captured in his homeland of the Gambia and transported in brutal conditions to colonial America, where he sold into slavery. Throughout the series, the family continues to face adversity while bearing witness and contributing to notable events in U.S. history, including the Revolutionary War and Civil War, slaves' uprising, and eventual emancipation. The story Kunta Kinte and the women and men who came after him echoes through the history of millions of Americans of African descent and reveals powerful truths about the universal resilience of the human spirit. Season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead is now shooting at Baja Studios in Mexico's Baja Peninsula, AMC announced. The site is where Titanic, Masters and Commander, and other movies were filmed. Executive producer and showrunner David Erickson said in a statement, "We are thrilled to be starting shooting, production, and even more thrilled to be shooting in Mexico. Baja Studios has been home to some of the greatest ocean-set films in recent years and provides all the creative resources we need to begin this new chapter in the Fear saga. We couldn't be happier." The companion series to The Walking Dead will return next spring for 15 episodes. Synopsis says, Season 1 left off with Madison, played by Kim Dickens, and Travis, played by Cliff Curtis, and her extended family taking temporary shelter in Strands, played by Coleman Domingo, gated estate overlooking the Pacific Ocean. As the civil unrest continues to grow and the dead take over Los Angeles, Strand prepares to escape to Abigail, his large yacht moored offshore. Fear the Walking Dead takes us back to the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, a time when the world was changing rapidly for some reason unknown, before anyone understood exactly what was happening, when life as everyone knew it was upended and altered in ways no one could have ever imagined. Shailene Woodley has joined the cast of the small screen adaptation of Lane Moriarty's book Big Little Lies. The Hollywood Reporter said Woodley will appear alongside previous announced stars Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman in the HBO limited series, which is being penned by David E. Kelly. The entertainment industry trade newspaper says the story follows three mothers of kindergartners whose seemingly perfect lives unravels to the point of murder. Woodley, 24, is known for her work on the TV series The Secret Life of the American Teenager, as well as in films The Fault in Our Stars, The Descendants, and The Divergent franchise. ITV says it has ordered 6 more hour-long episodes of DCI Banks, the British cop drama starring Stephen Tompkins, Andrea Lowe, and Caroline Katz. The television network said in a statement, the drama will not only feature self-contained stories told over 2 episodes, but in an explosive serial crime story that weaves through the whole series. DCI Banks will be forced to question all that he holds dear as he pits his detective skills against criminals who will stop at nothing to escape the law. Season 5 will begin shooting in Yorkshire in early 2016. The show is inspired by the books of novelist Peter Robinson. Jane Hudson, ITV's head of drama series, said in a statement, DCI Banks has become a firm favorite with the ITV drama audience, and the series will be the grittiest yet. We'll see the team embark on an investigation that will truly change things forever. Executive producer Andy Harris said, I'm delighted we are producing a 5th series of DCI Banks, one of ITV's best-loved dramas. The stunning backdrop of the Yorkshire countryside is deeply contrast with the uncompromising storylines the team are dealing with. Tompkins remarked it, I couldn't be more thrilled that DCI Banks is returning. Season 5 is taking us to its most dramatic place so far, and I can't wait to be reunited with the cast and crew to make our most memorable series to date. Doctor Who fans should embrace themselves for an emotional Season 9 finale. Showrunner Stephen Moffat revealed as much in an interview with the Entertainment Weekly published Friday. The episode titled Hell Bent will air December 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on BBC America. He previewed this episode will leave viewers hopefully satisfied and pleased and a tiny bit devastated. It's pretty emotional stuff. We get quite dark. It's quite a journey. Fans of the long-running sci-fi series are still reeling from Clara Oswald, played by Jenna Coleman's apparent death in episode 10. The 29-year-old English actress reacted to the plot line in an interview with Digital Spy ahead of the episode. She said, I'm very satisfied. It did not go in the direction I thought it was going to go in, which did not surprise me at all, but it's really cool and different, and good, I think. I hope people will be pleased with it because it was very fun to play. And sad. Oswald confirmed her exit from the series in September and may make a final appearance in the finale. The actress will portray Queen Victoria in the forthcoming ITV miniseries Victoria, co-starring Rufus Sewell and Peter Firth. Doctor Who originally premiered in 1963 and ran for 26 consecutive seasons before being revived in 2005. Peter Capaldi stars as the titular 12th Doctor, with Michelle Gomez as Missy Master and Gemma Redgrave as Kate Leatherbridge Stewart. And a passing to report, actor Robert Loggia has died at his home in Los Angeles after 5 years with Alzheimer's disease. He was 85. Audrey, Loggia's wife of 33 years, confirmed his death to The Hollywood Reporter Friday. The New York native was nominated for an Oscar for his performance in 1985's Jagged Edge. His other film credits include S.O.B., An Officer and a Gentleman, Psycho 2, Scarface, Preezy's Honor, Big, and Innocent Blood. Among his high-profile television appearances were The Cat, A Woman Called Golda, Mancuso, FBI, and The Sopranos. Loggia was 85 years old. Legendary actress, recording artist, and director Barbra Streisand will helm Catherine the Great, producer Neil Netter has confirmed. Casting is now underway for the historical drama, which was penned by Christina Lauren Anderson. The synopsis reads, the film is about a young, sensual Catherine trapped into an abusive marriage with the helm of the Russian throne. Well, when her inept husband proves incapable of ruling, she utilizes her intelligence, fortitude, and passion to rise to power, becoming Catherine the Great. Anderson's script was honored with the top spot of 2014's Blacklist, an insider's list of Hollywood's best yet unproduced screenplays, a news release noted. Streisand, 73, has previously directed 1983's Yentl, 1991's The Prince of Tides, and 1996's The Mirror Has Two Faces. The trio of films earned a total of 14 Oscar nominations. Model and actress Pamela Anderson will appear on the cover of the final nude issue of Playboy, her 14th cover for the magazine. Playboy announced in October that it will end its over 60-year tradition of featuring nudity in its magazine. Anderson has appeared on the cover more than any other model in the magazine's history. Jay-Z's Tidal streaming service has hired its third CEO in less than 9 months. SoundCloud Chief Business Officer Jeff Toig will take over Tidal as its chief executive starting in January. Toig succeeds former CEO Andy Chen and Peter Tonstad. Since launching in March of this year, Tidal has experienced a bumpy start despite being praised by a slew of A-list musicians and celebrities like wife Beyonce, Rihanna, and Kanye West. About a month ago, Jay-Z announced on Twitter Tidal will finally reach 1 million paid subscribers before observers competing services like Spotify and Apple Music are growing at more significant rates. Tidal charged $10 a month or $20 a month depending on service preference. Soon after buying Tidal, Jay-Z communicated a series of defense points on Twitter after facing criticism from the public. He wrote, "Tidal is doing just fine. The iTunes Store wasn't built in a day. It took Spotify 9 years to be successful. Please give us a chance to grow and get better." Organizers of Lollapalooza have announced they'll add an extra day to next year's festival to fit in all the music on the 25th anniversary. The annual music festival will host 170 musical acts between July 28th and the 31st of 2016, running a full 4 days instead of the usual 3. Event creator Perry Farrell said in a press release, "There's a lot of really good music coming out in 2016. With the abundance of talent that wanted to help celebrate 25 years, we got to thinking, how are we going to fit all those great artists in one weekend? Then we thought about what a special day Thursday has become. When the party can't wait for the weekend, the movers and shakers make it happen on Thursday." Around 160,000 people attended this year's festival at Grant Park in Chicago, Illinois. It also resulted in approximately $236,233 in damages and about $30,000 less than estimated due to generally dry weather. After about 20,000 people signed a petition to keep Adam Lambert from performing in Singapore on New Year's Eve, the American pop star countered with a petition of his own. Lambert took to Warner Music Singapore's Facebook page in late November to advertise the petition and has since gained almost 25,000 signatures in support of his appearance at the holiday event. The former American Idol star wrote, "My performance at Celebrate 2016 will not only be a spectacular one, it will celebrate the entire human family in all its diversity. I'm a uniter, not a divider, and I believe in celebrating the human heart and spirit." The original petition reportedly argued that as a gay celebrity, Lambert's show would contradict Singapore's values as a country. It urged event executives to cut the 33-year-old singer from the lineup in order to preserve our country's fiber. The counter-petition instead urged organizers to allow Lambert to perform at the event to demonstrate to the whole world that Singapore is a country that shuns discrimination and promotes diverse, inclusive points of view. No change to the lineup has been made as of December 4th, and Lambert is still scheduled to perform at the New Year's Eve event. The Celebrate 2016 event will mark the launch of Lambert's The Original High World Tour, named after his third studio album. The singer recently released the second single, Another Lonely Night, in October, including a video based in Los Angeles. Lady Gaga, Garth Brooks, Celine Dion, Alicia Keys, and Carrie Underwood will be seen performing on Sunday's Sinatra 100, an all-star Grammy concert, CBS announced. The lineup also included Tony Bennett, Zac Brown, Harry Connick Jr., Juanes, Nick Jonas, Quincy Jones, John Legend, Adam Levine, LL Cool J, Seth MacFarlane, Catherine McPhee, Robert Patrick, Jeremy Renner, Nancy Sinatra, Sam Smith, Usher, and Trisha Yearwood. The program was intended to honor the remarkable legacy of the late entertainer Frank Sinatra, who died in 1998 at the age of 82. Taylor Swift's philanthropy strikes again with a $50,000 donation to the Seattle Symphony Orchestra. The Wildest Dreams singer reportedly donated the sum after listening to the commissioned piece Become Ocean by John Luther Adams, Seattle Times reported. Music director Ludovic Motorlot said in a statement he was thrilled to hear Swift enjoyed the Grammy-winning song, which was premiered in 2013. Motorlot added, "This is a powerful piece with a unique soundscape." The donation will go towards two primary programs by the Seattle Symphony, a music education called Link Up, and the Musicians' Pension Fund. As Swift's extremely successful 1989 world tour comes to a close in Australia, the 25-year-old pop star announced her excitement to take her crew of 125 dancers, musicians, and production workers on a vacation in Hamilton Island. She wrote on Instagram Wednesday, "For all their hard work this year, they really deserve it." The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2 is the #1 movie in North America for a third consecutive weekend, earning an additional $18.6 million in receipts, Rentrak announced Sunday. Coming in at number 2 is Krampus with $16 million, followed by Creed at number 3 with $15.54 million, The Good Dinosaur at number 4 with $15.51 million, and Spectrum number 5 with $5.4 million. Rounding up the top tier are The Night Before at number 6 with $4.9 million, The Peanuts movie at number 7 with $3.5 million, Spotlight at number 8 with $2.9 million, Brooklyn at number 9 with $2.4 million, and The Secret in Their Eyes at number 10 with $1.9 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1963, The Singing Nun reaches number 1 on the U.S. pop charts with Dominique. From the perspective of the American pop charts, December 1963 was, as the Four Seasons would later sing, a very special time indeed. The previous month, pop radio stations around the country had briefly gone dark out of respect for the late President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in Dallas on November 22nd. The following month, those same stations would begin broadcasting nearly non-stop the first sounds of a coming revolution as the Beatles' "I Want to Hold Your Hand" hit American shores on January 13th. Perhaps only during the unique moment in pop music history that fell between those historic landmarks could be an actual Belgian nun have ascended to the American pop charts with a jaunty tune about a Catholic saint, sung in French no less. That is exactly what happened on this date in 1963 when Soul Seray, billed in English as The Singing Nun, scored a #1 hit with Dominique. Dominique was recorded in early 1963 in Brussels, Belgium by Sister Lucille Gabriel, a.k.a. Janine Paul Marie Deckers, and 4 companions from the Domitian convent nearby Fitchermont. Originally a vanity pressing intended only for distribution as gifts among their fellow nuns, the album of light religious-themed tunes recorded by the Fitchermont nuns was impressive enough for Philip Records executives that it was released commercially in Europe shortly thereafter. Already a huge hit on the continent, the album and its lead singer were rechristened The Singing Nun prior to crossing the Atlantic in the fall of 1963. Dominique, a song honoring St. Dominic, the founder of the Dominican order, proved popular enough not only to hit #1 on this date in 1963, but to stay there for 4 weeks and block Louie Louie from ever reaching the top of the pop charts. Though the 1966 Debbie Reynolds movie of the same name would do little to indicate it, The Singing Nun went on to live a deep, complex, and ultimately tragic life. After achieving pop immortality, Deckers walked away from stardom and from her church and adopted a new stage name, Luke Dominique. An unsuccessful album honoring the birth control pill was the highlight of Deckers' post-Singing Nun career, however. She also attempted a comeback in 1982 with the disco version of Dominique that failed to catch on as the original had back in 1963. Deckard's career and life ended tragically in 1985 when she and her longtime female companion committed suicide in the face of a massive tax bill from the Belgian government relating to unpaid taxes on royalties that Deckard had donated in full to the Roman Catholic Church. And also on this date in 2001, Ocean's 11, a caper film featuring an all-star ensemble cast, including George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Bernie Mac, Don Cheadle, Andy Garcia, and Julia Roberts, opens in theaters. Ocean's 11 was a remake of the 1960 film of the same name, which featured so-called Rat Pack actors Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joy Bishop, along with Angie Dickinson. Directed by Steven Soderbergh, the blockbuster 2001 remake spawned the profitable sequels Ocean's 12 in 2004 and Ocean's 13 in 2007. And that was your entertainment report for Monday, December 7th, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen listen to this episode or any previous episodes of the Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.